We consistently find ourselves caught in the exact same patterns. We replay the same arguments, fall into the same relationships, and succumb to the same urges long after we know better. We tend to view every morning as a fresh start, assuming we have a blank slate. But every decision we make is weighed down by the invisible momentum of our past actions. Karma is widely misunderstood as a system of cosmic punishment and reward. Stripped of mythology, it is simply this relentless psychological momentum. To understand how this momentum governs our behavior, we have to look at the texts that mapped human conditioning millennia ago, specifically the 4th chapter of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. These recurring patterns are powered by an internal architecture stored deep within the landscape of the mind. In verse 4.9, Patanjali introduces Saṁskāras, latent impressions. He notes that the impression left by a past action and our memory of it operate through the exact same mechanism. An action creates a subconscious impression. Later, it rises as a memory or desire, triggering the action again. Modern behavioral psychology uses this exact framework for cognitive habit loops. A stimulus prompts a routine, delivering a reward, reinforcing the cycle. While clinical psychology studies this phenomenon over a single lifetime, verse 4.10 expands the scale. These desires are primeval, operating continuously without a clear beginning. Swami Vivekananda noted, "We say habit is second nature. In reality, it is first nature. Everything a human being is the result of habit." The choices we make today are rarely spontaneous acts of free will. They are the inevitable blooming of seeds planted deep in our past. If this cycle is primeval and self-perpetuating, how does an individual ever stop it? Patanjali offers a structural solution in verse 4.11. These psychological loops only survive because they rely on a fragile chain of components, a cause, an effect, and a supportive base. Trying to fight an action in the moment usually fails. To collapse the loop, you must remove the underlying cause, the latent impression itself. This is the intended function of intense yogic practice. It is a highly disciplined effort designed specifically to sever that supportive base. By neutralizing the internal architecture that holds a habit together, the loop loses its fuel, restoring a person's capacity for genuine choice. These same impressions dictate how we witness the outside world. Verse 4.15 presents an epistemological puzzle. If the physical world is objective, why do different minds perceive the exact same object entirely differently? This diagram outlines the dynamic. Verse 4.16 clarifies the external world is absolutely real. This geometric object exists independently. However, verse 4.17 introduces coloring. An object is known to us only through the tinted lens of our own expectations, moods, and latent impressions. Our past impressions act as a distorting filter. We rarely interact with reality as it is. We react to our own conditioned reflections of it. In this system, liberation is defined as the complete purification of memory. Once that internal filter is cleared, the true nature of an object can finally shine through without distortion. Our conditioned perceptions create the primary barrier to reality, meaning the key to mastering experience is mastering the mind. Which brings us to the ultimate philosophical question of the text. Once you strip away the memories, the habits, and the colored perceptions, who exactly is the one left watching?